Whatever your background or tradition or system of belief, all of us, I believe, at some point have come across either the word or seen someone pray, maybe even experienced it for ourselves. Maybe you were dragged along by Auntie Beatrice to Mass and you've experienced that kind of religious, more ritualistic prayer. Or maybe for you, prayer's been like a shopping list, kind of putting a thought out to the universe, a wish, a birthday wish. I hope I get that new car, that job, that raise, or something more serious. Hope I get well. Or if you've lived life long enough, I think all of us will at some stage experience that kind of break in case of emergency prayer. the prayer where you realize that you can't control a certain situation. And so you, whether you believe or not, you pray to something outside yourself. We say this sarcastically in society all the time. Oh my God. This video isn't about knocking any of those types of prayers or even trying to say which prayer is better. It's all prayer. Rather, I wanted to share some experience lately as I've been studying and practicing prayer differently. And I'm finding it changing my reality. And it's changed because of an exploration around what is known as the Lord's Prayer. If you don't know what that is, go to your friend's house that goes to church and look at the back of their toilet door and it'll be most likely hanging there. It's this prayer that came out of a response of Jesus' students. They asked Jesus how to pray. Interesting enough, not what to pray. This prayer isn't about magic words or the right things to say, but rather, how do you pray, Jesus? How do you see the world? How do you talk to God? How do you posture yourself? And what Jesus gave them was a transformative way of praying, a way of seeing the world, a way of being more grateful, a way of forgiving, not just to our outer world, but a way to transform our inner world as well.
شمت بابا برنا روحات قدشا خالها آمين آوند وشميانث قداش شماخ تيثي ملكوثاخ نهوي صغياناخ أي كند وشميا آبرع هولان لحما سمقاند يومانا وشوقلان حوبين واحطاهين أي كند آبحنان شوقا حياوين لا تعلان نسيونا إلا قصان ديشا مطل دي لاخي ملكوثة حيلا وعشنا وغبارثة وشلطانة بشمية ورقة شمت بابا ورنا وروح أثبت العالم آمين آمين.
Let me explain it this way. Lately, I've been very interested in augmented reality. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's the Google Glass picture, or the Pokemon Go is a popular app that uses this. But it's when an image or a Pokemon or a graphic or something is projected onto reality through glasses or through our phone. And it gives us extra information. It, in a way, enhances or at least changes the way we see reality. And in so many ways, yet in such a deeper way, that's how I've been experiencing prayer lately. Prayer that isn't around for just a tool of consumption or an emergency glass to break, but prayer that allows me to see, or at least put Jesus' lenses on and see the world how he sees it, to actively participate with him in what he's doing in the world and at the moment what he wants to do in me. So how am I actually doing this? What am I actually practicing? Well, it can look like many different things when it comes to putting up the lens of how Jesus sees the world. For me, it's been about scheduled prayer. Yeah, I know, it's tempting to turn off the video now because how religious that sounds. The idea of me praying regularly so that God likes me more or that he gives me more is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being intentional, about noticing God, about noticing what he is doing in my day. And it's changing me. Here's how it looks for me. I'll start the day in the morning with a prayer of gratitude, thanking God for my day. Thanking him for all he's going to do, and that I get to participate with him, that I get to create, build, be inspired in this world. And then in the middle of the day, yes, an alarm goes off, and I'm reminded to be reminded of what he is doing. I reflect on the day so far, and look forward to what the rest of the day is going to bring. There's a comfort in that. There's a peace knowing that I'm not participating alone, that God is in and through and working in all of this. And then lastly, usually on my drive home, there's a prayer of reflection. How could I have done the day better? Could I have interacted with people differently? It's a prayer to look over my day with that lens again. And then my last kind of thing I do in terms of this practice lately, and I have spoken about this in other videos, is my Friday night practice with my family. Where when we can, we sit around the family table and we all go around and say something we're grateful for. Again, teaching my kids and my family rhythm to look through the whole week with that lens on where has God been working, whether it's been a really horrible week or a great week. And we go around and say what we're thankful for. My youngest son normally just says what's in front of him. So he's normally thankful for the cup, his green cup. But for the rest of us, it starts to be transformative. This practice starts to make me, honestly, more peaceful. It's starting to change me and help me become more generous, more hospitable, more kind. I hope to be more forgiving, less bitter, less frustrated, less angry, simply through prayer. So as mentioned at the start, we don't know or even pretend to know where you are on this journey. You may not enjoy prayer. You may not know who you're praying to, or you may not believe there is anyone out there to pray to. And look, that's totally fine. We love making these videos and we love that you joined us. We want to start this conversation. And so whatever your opinion, whatever you think, whatever your ideas around prayer and how it changes you, we want to hear. Please comment below. And then on top of commenting, if you enjoyed this, help us. Do the YouTube thing. Help us beat the algorithm. Hit subscribe, the notification button, and smash that like button, as that really helps support and helps us make more of this content. Hey, look, thanks so much for joining us. Look forward to seeing you next time on Following the Way.